and gentlemen. Welcome to the Seven Figure Fashion Business Podcast,
where we talk about the fashion industry and how to get your fashion business to seven figures.
From manufacturing strategies, cut and sew designers, to fashion hot topics and the latest fashion trends, I'm your host, Monica Monique.
And I'm your host, XYZ. And let's jump into today's episode.
And here's a continuation, part 2 of last week's episode.
Oh, speaking of the guest list, I asked Chat how I could be invited, and they told me how.
Ooh, what does it say?
It says become a notable celebrity.
A-list. You have to be an A-list celebrity.
I think that is hilarious. It says to get invited is highly coveted. The process is exclusive but determined by multiple factors. And it says one, you could become a notable celebrity or influencer because the Met Gala is known for its star-studded guest list. So being a high-profile celebrity, actor, musician, or influencer with a significant public recognition can help. Many attendees are invited because they are relevant to the current cultural conversation or have a strong influence in fashion, music, or entertainment. Now, it says two, be a fashion designer or collaborate with one. Look, I could be invited. I'm already a fashion designer. It says many designers purchase tables at the Met Gala and invite celebrities, models, and influencers to be their guests, dressing them for the occasion. So as a fashion designer yourself, you could collaborate with major brands or sponsor guests to attend alongside you. Building relationships with prominent fashion houses could lead to an invitation. So I could possibly do a collaboration with a brand such as like Gucci, Versace, whatever. Through that collaboration, I could be invited as a fashion designer. So that's one route I can consider. All right, so number 3, it says secure sponsorship from a fashion brand. So it says brands like Gucci, Dior, and Versace often sponsor tables at the gala and invite a mix of celebrities, influencers, and fashion insiders. Sometimes influential figures in the fashion or art world are invited as brand representatives. I feel like we could go.
Yeah, they also have it also say that editors, fashion editors and fashion bloggers can get invited. I feel like we could get invited just from the podcast.
Yeah. It says the Met Gala's guest list includes not only celebrities, but also fashion designers, photographers, artists, editors, and key players in the fashion and art industry. So rising to prominence in one of these fields, like becoming a well-known fashion editor, media executive, etc., can help you land an invitation. We just got to get Anna Wintour to listen to the podcast.
Yes.
So she can invite us.
When you get an invitation, do you have to pay that ticket price though? Or the people that's invited get free tickets?
I hope you can get a free ticket because it is $30K per person. And
it used to be $50 a person.
What?
When the Met Gala first started, like back in the days, the 19s, it was $50 a person, and that was just to raise money to get the Met off of its feet. And now that the Met is off of its feet, is $30,000 to $50,000 a person. And then if you want to purchase a table, it's $200K to $300K to purchase a table. That's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
Are you going to benefit in any type of way?
I don't know.
Because, 30,000 is an investment, 200,000 is an investment. So, like, you being at the Met, are you going to make that money back?
Maybe. I mean, networking with the fashion insiders at that event could be beneficial to any brand. I think it might be worth it. You just got to make sure it's worth it.
Yes.
It also says you could be a philanthropist or a donor to the Costume Institute at the Met Museum. So basically, you would be fundraising an event for the museum and be a donor for the Met Museum
Mm-hmm.
and make a significant contribution over the years to the museum. Then you can secure it. Right? That's gonna take too long. We ain't doing that one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it says people invited to the Met Gala typically do not pay for their ticket.
Okay. So you're only paying if you Z-list. Maybe if you want to go that bad. But what about the people sponsoring the whole table? So do the brands sponsor a table or no?
What's the what? Okay, the thing about the table is what's the point of the table? Like a table to sell stuff at, or
No, for
just to sit?
it's for the dinner. So when you go into the Met Gala, you walk through the museum and see the costume design showcase, but then you go and have a dinner. So when you reserve a table, that's like all tables sit between 10 and 20 people. So if I'm a fashion designer, let's say I'm Gucci, I reserve a table for 10 people. All the
Mm-hmm.
10 people that I have at my table, I'm dressing them all in Gucci.
Okay.
So that could be Rihanna, Zendaya, whoever. All of them are going to walk that red carpet in Gucci, and when they go inside, they'll sit at the Gucci sponsored table.
Okay. I'm asking Chat what type of person would purchase tickets in a table if everyone's invited.
That's what I'm saying. I think only the brands are purchasing the tables, and then it's going to the art museum or the
Mm-hmm.
museum. It says you can also attend as though somebody's plus one, but to secure their invite as a plus one, such as a fashion designer, celebrity, or brand representative. If you have connections with individuals who are already on the Met Gala's radar, being their plus one is another potential route. However, less likely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at Chad knowing me. It said, given your background as a fashion designer, your best path could be through building relationships with the fashion industry, possibly collaborating with designers or brands that regularly attend the gala. It might also help to work on increasing the visibility of your brand and networking with key figures in fashion so you can be invited. So
Mm-hmm.
they even said, all right, for you specifically,
Mm-hmm.
you should take this route.
Go ahead, Chat.
Chad be knowing.
Chat is the best thing
Mhm.
ever. It's just kids can cheat more. Hopefully, kids don't find out about Chat.
They have already found. It was this video where this student was arguing with his teacher and he would not stop arguing with her because she said his fact was incorrect. And he was like, it can't be incorrect because Chat GPT told me. Chat GPT told me. And she was like, but it is incorrect. And here are the reasons why it's incorrect. And he was like, I'm not listening to you. I'm only gonna listen to Chat GPT. I'm only gonna listen to GPT. I'm like,
Oh,
oh, this look at this child.
maybe the ticket prices for the Met Gala is priced so high so that regular people won't be able to afford it. Cause I'm like, what's the point of the tickets if everyone is coming for free? But maybe that they're so high so that regular people don't just come to see the celebrities.
Right. Probably so that if Jeff Bezos wants to go, yeah, go ahead and spend 300,000.
Yeah.
Because we don't need your little computer guy over here. I'm surprised Elon Musk hasn't gone.
but they probably get invited because you said that it's like the most people that's been talked about that
Yeah,
gets invited. So Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are talked about, and they're talked
yeah,
about from their drama together.
yeah, but I don't think they would be going. I don't think they would be invited. I mean, I think Jeff
It,
Bezos gone before,
yeah.
but I don't think Elon Musk would be invited, especially because this one is based on the black theme, and I think Elon maybe has a history of not respecting black.
Mhm.
So I doubt that he would be invited to this particular.
Mhm.
Do you want to get into the history?
Yes. My research took me all the way back to the very beginning.
Okay.
But you can go because I didn't finish.
Oh, okay. Well, so it founded in 1948. That's when the first Met Gala was held. It was founded by fashion publicist Eleanor Lambert as a way to raise money for the newly established Costume Institute that they had within the museum to encourage donations to New York's high society. And its inception was a simple dinner, far from the extravagant event that it is today. But then it was transformed by Anna Wintour. The event began evolving into its modern form in the 1970s, but truly transformed under the leadership of Anna Wintour, Vogue's editor in chief, who became the chair of the event in 1995. Now, she turned it into a highly exclusive, celebrity packed affair, often dubbed fashion's biggest night. So she began collaborating with designers and celebrities to create unforgettable red carpet moments. So she was the person behind what it is today.
Okay.
hmm If we get into the themes, though, each year has a theme related to the Costume Institute's exhibition. So the guests are expected to dress accordingly. The themes have ranged from heavenly bodies, fashion in the Catholic imagination, to camp fashion in 2019. The themes push creativity and often spark iconic avant garde fashion moments, all with a purpose. So the fundraising purpose is the Met Gala is a charity event, so the tickets are often priced at tens of thousands of dollars to raise millions annually to support the museum's Costume Institute and to fund exhibitions, acquisitions, and conservation work. It also
Mm-hmm.
brings global attention to the intersection of art, fashion, and culture.
Mm-hmm.
As
The
well,
very,
they go ahead.
I was saying the very first Met Gala didn't have a theme, and that was 1948. The theme didn't actually happen until 1971,
Okay.
and the very first Met Gala theme was the world of Balenciaga, and it was a tribute.
What?
hmm It was introduced by Diana Vreeland in 1977, and it was the world of Balenciaga, and it was a tribute to the designer.
Diana Freeland?
Yeah,
VRE. Yeah, Vreeland.
Vreeland, and it was a tribute to the designer of the Balenciaga designer.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how the theme started. It started in 1971.
Okay. Well, it says here that the guest list is highly selective and including top A-listers, Hollywood, fashion industry leaders, and influential public figures. And all invitations are personally approved by Anna Winter herself.
Okay.
So I wonder if she see your name and she don't recognize it, if she be like, throw that one in the trash.
Oh, that would be good if
What?
she,
She ain't
if
gonna recognize my name. That's bad.
if she recognized your name. That is so good. If she don't, then that's so sad. If
This is so sad.
the thing I like about the theme part, the thing that I like about the Met Gala is I feel like music artists, like they got their award shows that they gotta look up to. I mean, look forward to each year, and it's like the Met Gala is for the fashion designers to just showcase their talent. And like music artists can showcase their talent like at the award shows by performing and stuff. So the Met Gala, you have a theme, and as a designer, oh wait, we should look up how can a designer get invited. Like how do they pick the designers that's going to like showcase their designs? But it's like okay,
That's
if you
through
really,
the
huh?
museum. That's through the museum.
Oh, okay. If you're a designer, okay, make a dress out of chicken. And then you get to see each designer's like creativity out of chicken, if that's the theme. Like I think it's so cool.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what they're doing. You talking about like a competition or something?
No, not a competition. I'm just saying it's where designers get to perform and show their creativity in themes with
Mm.
themes each year.
But it's always the same designers. I don't know. The only thing that was like, I mean, there were a couple moments that were really different to me, but I just wish they would explore more new designers. Like, I want to see somebody young and up and coming and no named be a spotlight at one of these events.
Hmm.
Like, be able to dress Rihanna for this event or
Yeah.
Tyler, whoever, you know?
Are there any scandals with the Met Gala?
Um, I'm not sure, but while you look that up, I did look at what were the biggest moments of the Met Gala fashion wise. And it tells me 10 of them. So number one was Rihanna. Could have guessed that. Her look, which was called China Through the Looking Glass.
Mm-hmm.
It says that Rihanna stole the show in a dramatic yellow fur trimmed gown with Chinese designer Guo Pei, Guopei. The dress, with its massive train and intricate embroidery, was one of the most memorable in Met Gala history and became an instant meme online. Honestly, maybe I should shut up because I don't know this Chinese designer Guo Pei, and maybe that was an unnamed, no-name designer that
Mm-hmm.
got famous from this event. So maybe,
Right.
because I never heard that name before.
Mm-hmm.
Number two is Lady Gaga's 2019 camp look, Notes in Fashion is what it's called. And it says Lady Gaga delivered a full on performance on the red carpet wearing four different Brandon Maxwell outfits, starting with an oversized pink gown and ending with lingerie. Her dramatic and campy approach perfectly captured the essence of the night's theme. Number three, we have Kim Kardashian in 2021. Her look was called In America, a Lexicon of Fashion. The look was an all black Balenciaga ensemble that completely covered her face and body, including a floor length train. The anonymous abstract look sparked conversation and debate, with interpretations ranging from social media commentary to artistic minimalism.
Mm-hmm.
Number four was 2019 camp, the camp theme for the Met Gala. Zendaya arrived in a Cinderella themed gown with by Tommy Hilfiger, complete with a light up effect and a fairy godmother. The moment on the red carpet took a magical transformation and the look was made unforgettable.
Mm-hmm.
I remember all of these looks. Do you remember all of these looks that I brought up so far?
Um, the all of them, but the Lady Gaga one.
Oh, okay. Yep, I remember that one as well. Number five, Billy Porter. This was also in 2019. He was carried in by six men dressed in gold, arriving like an Egyptian god in a custom the blonde's outfit, complete with wings. The look and his grand entrance were perfect for the camp theme and were widely praised for their dramatic flair. That I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Does that ring a bell for you?
Mm-mm.
Number six through 10, I'm just going to skim through. At number six, Blake Lively in 2022. At number seven, we have Cher in 1974. I want to look up that. What did Cher
It's the
wear?
it's the look where it's like a bodysuit and then it's the feathers at the bottom and people try to get it remade all the time and Keisha, the person that remade it good so far was Keisha Dior Gucci Man wife.
Oh, okay.
A
Number
lot,
8.
a lot of customers had asked for it like recently, not recently, but like 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. Beyonce in 2015, Katy Perry in 2018, and Jared Leto in 2019. So that was 1 through 10, the best looks of the Met Gala. Did you find any scandals?
Nope, no scandals, but it was basically the same thing that you listed. Like all the top moments on the red carpets, they didn't find scandals, but they just said like some looks that cause controversial. But that's just what happens when people talk. Oops, people talk mess and feel some type of way about like what people look. Kim K wet look was like controversial because it seemed like too sexy. Um, Rihanna's Pope outfit because of people like religious. Um, Katy Perry's hamburger dress. Um, s- so like these aren't scandals, but this is just people with like viewers felt
Right.
was like too much for a red carpet. But scandals like within the Met people or the Met behind the scenes, nothing popped up for scandals.
Okay, well, I guess that's good, right? It is a
Hmm.
museum, so
Yeah.
I can't imagine a museum having scandals. Like maybe if you look up scandals with Anna Wintour, maybe, or I don't know.
Hmm.
But I mean, that's good. I think overall the Met Gala is a good event. I like that it's derived from just giving back to art in an art museum and encouraging the costume department of the art museum. I feel like Philly doesn't have a fashion costume department in the art museum.
Hmm.
If they do, I'm unaware. But yeah,
Hmm.
I like the theme of the event. I like that people are contributing to the history of fashion and they have this big event for it every year.
Yeah, the art museum in Philly, my cousin works there. And she says that like people come there to look at the art, but people actually do have like parties there, like a lot, like or not parties, like events. So I'm surprised that they don't actually have like a fashion event. That would be pretty cool. Maybe we can try to start that up.
Right, like a Philly Met Art Museum type vibe.
Hmm.
I know there's another art museum. I think it's the Rodin. They do have a costume, or at least they did have a costume exhibit at one point that was good. Yeah, overall, I think my takeaway from this episode is I need to get on somebody's list and do a collab with a designer.
Hmm. And it can happen too. It's not impossible.
Yeah, I need to figure that out so that I can go.
Hmm. That's one of my goals as a not as a I mean as a designer for sure, but me wanting to be a model. That's one of my goals. Like I envision myself just on the Met Gala, dropping fashion, of course, but also dropping face,
Oh my god.
giving,
Drop it.
giving face,
Okay.
real deal beauty.
Okay, if that's what we're going with.
Or you could date somebody that'll get invited and become their plus one.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the likelihood of that either. But
That's how Kim K got invited. She was
through Kanye,
Kanye. Yeah, she was Kanye's plus one, and then after that, she just was always invited.
yeah. You know what?
And then that's when her family started to get invited too.
It's her plus one?
No, not as the like just because the show got relevant and she got relevant, like the Kardashians themselves just always was invited.
Right. Yeah, they did get relevant.
Hmm.
Especially after they did the Vogue cover. Kim and
Hmm.
Kanye did the Vogue
Hmm.
cover.
Wow, fashion is coming back, or fashion is starting to take over. I don't think coming back.
All right, well, count your lessons.
Before you count your money, guys.
Bye.
Deuces.